Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. And I am your host, Conrad Cushman, and we are here to talk about a wrestling news roundup real quick. And let's get right into the stories, and I'll give my thoughts and opinions on them. First, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been struggling, and I also think the WWE creative team has also been struggling throughout this entire month since the Backlash pay-per-view. They have no idea what they're doing with this guy, and I really think that it's time for WWE to consider turning Roman Reigns heel. Now, they should have done this years ago, but the character is not getting over with the fans. People are walking out of arenas. He is getting booed very heavily. Give the fans what they want. Turn Roman Reigns heel. You have plenty of other supportive characters at this point in time who can take over and fill that role that he's in. You have Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, and a few others who you could even prop up and put into that role. Let it happen. It's time. It's time to turn him heel, and I'm ready for it to happen. And when he does, I'm sure if you wait at the right moment, you'll get a great reaction for it. Booking him against Jinder Mahal is going to do nothing, I repeat, nothing, for his career or Jinder Mahal's. I believe at Money in the Bank, if they do that match, Roman versus Jinder, they are going to get booed out of the arena. And that's the last thing you want in Chicago. So, that's what I predict the people are going to do. Roman Reigns needs to turn heel. The next thing I want to talk about is Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank for the Women's Championship. Now, I understand that it happened and Ronda basically didn't say she wanted the title shot, but Nia said that she requested it, which makes Nia Jax look foolish in my opinion to an extent. But let's look at this. It's too soon for Ronda Rousey to get a title shot. She hasn't really defeated anybody. She hasn't climbed the ranks, and what makes her any better than a Natty who's been on a win streak or Alexa Bliss? Give it time, WWE. You don't have to rush all of this. And maybe they're not. And basically the best thing that I can see coming from this is maybe Natty causes some interference, a feud between those two, because Natalya would be a perfect person to put Ronda in the ring against. And then you revisit this again at SummerSlam maybe, or at a later time. But for right now, I think it's too soon to take the title off Nia Jax and put it on Ronda Rousey. Next, Lucha Underground Season 4. They had an incredible trailer released, I want to say maybe it was a week or two ago, and I didn't really get a chance to talk about it, but real quick, the trailer looks amazing, and I want everybody to try to watch Lucha Underground. It's one of my personal favorite shows. The show will be back out June 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the El Rey Network. You can also catch it on iTunes if you don't have El Rey in your local area, but Lucha Underground, man, it's going to be crazy. I want to see what they do now that they're not in the temple anymore. And a lot of storylines look like they progress. And I don't want to ruin anything for you guys. I highly recommend that you just go on YouTube, type in Lucha Underground Season 4 trailer, and check it out after this video. Next, I also want to talk about New Japan's Dominion show. This card looks incredible, and I highly recommend people go in and check this out. We have Okada versus Omega, 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit. I don't know if that's a shot at AJ Styles and Nakamura, but people like to see winners in wrestling. Take notes, WWE Creative. Take notes. Now, we also have for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, we have Naito versus Jericho. And that match should be another good one. It's going to be good, man. I think Jericho's going to deliver again. He got us all with the I'm not coming back to New Japan. It didn't work out. He got me. He got me. So I give it up to Chris Jericho. Hand clap for you, buddy. Keep up the good work. And the Young Bucks are going to challenge Evil and Sonata for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. Notice I did not say Junior Tag Team Championship. The Young Bucks have moved up, so this should make things interesting to see their battles now in the regular tag division. So we'll see what happens with that event. Now we get to an indie event, which will be the main theme of this that I wanted to talk about, which is All In. All In sold out in a record time of 29 minutes. I did not think that was going to happen. I don't think anyone predicted that. I had people who I knew trying to get tickets to the event. They could not get tickets no matter what they tried. And the WWE did not expect this to happen. New Japan didn't expect this to happen. Dave Meltzer didn't expect this to happen. Nobody expected this to happen. With this event, we have so many crazy things and possibilities that could happen. This opens up the door for a brand new breath of indie wrestling to come in. Now, what's going to happen from this event? Is it a one-time only? Is this a thing where they want to launch a promotion? Who knows? Let's take it step by step. They've had some exciting announcements as far as Rey Mysterio being on the card now. CM Punk will be doing a signing at Pro Wrestling Tees in the Chicago area. Could he show up at the event? I hope so. And we haven't heard anything yet about, is this going to be streamed in September? When is it going to happen? So we have a lot of things still to wait for to be announced. But let's look at what started all of this. It all started from a tweet from, and I have to get your name right, at the WWE guy _ to Dave Meltzer. And Cody Rhodes responded. And I'm just going to pull up some of this stuff right here. So let's look at this. And I want to get the quotes right. So this tweet sparked the idea. And let me open up what his original question was here before I start talking about other things here. So he tweeted at Dave Meltzer, "Do you think ROH can ever sell out an arena with 10K plus fans? Something like Madison Square Garden?" Dave Meltzer answered, "Not anytime soon." Okay. He answered that. Well, after that happened, Cody Rhodes responded, and it was, "I'll take that bet, Dave. I already gave them their biggest buy rate, put the Bucks and I on the card in 3 months to promote." And he put Ring of Honor's name on there. Now, Ring of Honor is somehow involved with this event. Believe it. So, I don't know if they're going to use their streaming services or a lot of their talent's going to be on the event as well. So this lit a fire under Cody and the Young Bucks, and they are basically ready to prove Dave Meltzer wrong. Now, this card is taking shape, and there are a lot of major names in there. We got Cody Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Okada, Rey Mysterio, Hangman Adam Page, anyone in the Bullet Club. Everybody wants to be involved with this event. Even Vince Russo, and he got kicked out, like basically banned from coming to All In. This looks like it's going to be a great event. Now, we also have an entire convention that's going to revolve around the podcast happening. It's the StarCast convention. Lots of people are going to be there. Dutch Mantel, Tully Blanchard, Road Warrior Animal, Conan, X-Pac, Young Bucks, and more. Definitely something worth checking out if you're in the Chicago area. And this is all going to be happening at the Sears Center Arena, September 1st, 2018. And I think it starts at 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. The tickets were relatively cheap. They sold out, and now fans are already boosting the prices on StubHub and other websites like that. So we'll have to see how it plays out. We got people coming from all over the world that I've read on Reddit and different places from the UK, Australia. This event's turning into a big deal. Cody thought Chicago was the best place to have this event, and I couldn't agree more. It's a wrestling city and something that you definitely want to see. And you want to be there in person to see this event if you can be. So I applaud anyone who's going to the show. I unfortunately cannot be there, but I want to hear from people who actually go to the event. If you could, give me a tweet at EPW Show, and I'm interested in hearing it. Now, the main thing I want to ask a lot of you guys is, are you excited for All In? Is this a show that you're pumped for? And will we see the return of CM Punk? Someone who has been wanted in pro wrestling for a few years now. Is it time for CM Punk to return and come back home to pro wrestling? We'll have to see after his big UFC fight coming up, and I want to see Punk do well in that match. But All In has a lot of questions, and we're going to see what happens while we get to the road to September 1st. I appreciate anyone who checked out this video. I have links for everything down in the description box below. And we are out. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you can, subscribe to the channel if you like the content.